Hello everyone, this is Little Black Dragon, and you are watching another installment of Let's Play Jade Empire. In our last installment, we made it to the village of Tien's Landing, only to learn that things are not going particularly well there. As you can see, the river is quite low, and as a result, a lot of sailors are stranded, and of course, ghosts are a problem, so people are fleeing the village. And of course, there's also the problem of pirates in the air being a thing. So, yeah, there's a lot of problems going on here, and we also need to get our flyer up and working again. So, we have our work cut out for us. And with that said, let us move forward.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
Leave her alone, or you'll answer to me.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
Ice shard.
Yeah, not happening. There we go.
Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
You two know each other?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
Aww. Who was this child?
She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her.
Where is this child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
I see.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name?
Well, I trained under Master Li of Two Rivers.
I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
Really?
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy.
I see.
The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Interesting. Seems he had things a lot more planned out than we thought. But then again, he is the glorious strategist. This is too convenient. Master Li could not anticipate I would crash here.
You had a flyer. You're right, I doubt he anticipated that. The glorious strategist accounts for every possibility within the known conditions. Had you simply flown past... Well, I do not want to contemplate that. My time here would have meant little. I served under Sun Li and was trusted enough to be contacted after Dirge fell.
I see.
He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Oh, goodness. Well, that... Wow. Yeah, definitely arrogant, definitely ambitious. Such a crime against order would not go unnoticed.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order.
I see.
Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
Jeez. The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power?
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
That's awful.
Executed. Murdered. The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
Oh, goodness. No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
I see.
It is time to continue your training, and I am honored to add to the basics that Sun Li instilled. A brief description should reinforce the style you saw me use.
Shouldn't we talk about the water dragon or rescuing Master Li?
Everything I say is at the behest of your master. These lessons were withheld so you would be ready for the attention they will bring. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
All right. And so we have gained the Spirit Thief style. And we will have to go inside the tea house in order to talk to her more. And of course, there is a book stand with a codex entry called The Shadow in the Trees. And of course, we're going to grab that. Let's see. There's someone here. Anything interesting back here? Yes, there is a bamboo cask with 4 silver in it. Not a lot, but everything helps. A dishwasher. Alright, let us go quick talk to Seamstress Lan.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lan, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes.
That's awful.
The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
There's got to be more to this story.
But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
Alright, I'll take care of those thugs for you.
I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Alright, well, I guess we'll have to make haste after we investigate the tea house. And so, forward we go.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Oh, great. So there's more of them. Hey! That guy was just trying to enjoy a nice cup of
Leaping
tea.
tiger.
You guys are so rude. Alright. 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 I seem to be afflicted with these. Oh, what's that?
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Goodness. Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the amulet?
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet, too.
How do they know about it?
The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you.
I see. I want to ask you some questions.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Let's see. Tell me what you know about the water dragon.
It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of life and restoration. Beyond that is philosophy, and not for a soldier to know. As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining.
I see. Can you tell me more about the amulet?
I only know that I had to find the piece I was tracking. I did so. It is in the ruins. You must find it before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to help your master.
I see. How do I get to the ruins?
The gates leading to the ruins are locked, but Minister Shang can give you the key. You can find him in the town square, the highest point in Tien's Landing. I suspect the minister is eager to have someone investigate the opening of the Great Dam. You can use this as an excuse to get the key and explore the ruins.
So the dam is open then. Yeah, I was getting confused earlier. Can you tell me anything else about the spirit thief style?
You are wise to ask. It is a difficult but essential skill to master.
When should I switch to spirit thief?
Spirit thief is always useful. It is common to get run down or injured during battle, and you can tire yourself even further concentrating your chi to aid yourself. When you are feeling such a drain on your resources, switch to Spirit Thief, and each successful blow will restore you slightly. The drain will not hamper your opponent, however.
Do you have a favorite tactic you could share?
If you power through an opponent's guard with its strongest attack, it can briefly immobilize an enemy. During this, you can concentrate and increase the restoration. If you use that time to attack with another style, be careful. Your opponent may not be as vulnerable as they seem, and one must never be overconfident of victory.
I see. I want to ask you something else.
My assignment is to give you information to help you acquire the amulet. I will gladly answer whatever questions I can.
Let's see. Do you have any idea where I could find a new flyer?
Pirates have raided local villages using flyers, swooping down like locusts. Minister Shang said he would stop them, but his promises have done nothing. You can find Shang near his still smoldering office in the center of town. I'm sure he will welcome your assistance, even if your reasons are your own.
I see. I have questions about you, if you don't mind.
I am unimportant, but I promised I would aid you as best I can, so ask your questions.
Tell me about you and Master Li.
There is little to tell. I served him years ago in the Imperial Army. I was a tracker and a soldier. I was not at Dirge when it fell, but I heard the tale of Sun Li's death. But I refused to believe he was dead. In time, my faith was confirmed. He sought me out and told me what really happened. I swore my loyalty to him on the spot. I revere him as a teacher, and I revere him. Even when he ordered me to distant lands, my loyalty never wavered. But I am tired. I long for an end to my service.
I see. You sound regretful.
Sun Li is a great man, driven by greater goals and ideals. Sometimes his gaze is lifted so high that he does not see what is right in front of him. We who serve him are sometimes forgotten, left to toil in obscurity until the time to act is thrust upon us. So it was with me. waiting for you.
Why has Master Li never mentioned you?
That would be a question for him, wouldn't it? I can only say that Sun Li devoted his life to raising you, to one day right the wrongs in the Jade Empire. If he wanted to keep some small part of his own life and thoughts for himself, who are you to question that? Everyone must have their private side.
Well, I suppose, but, I could use another fighter. Why don't you come with me?
I cannot. I have done my part. I have given Sun Li my loyalty and devotion. Now I am empty. I have nothing left. I see an end to my long service. I welcome it. I will give you what guidance and information I can, but that is all I will do.
I see. Well, we already did that. I have a lot ahead of me. I'm afraid I should go.
Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Alright, and we got about 500 gold off of that. Let's see. Anything interesting? Oh, there's a jar here. And nothing else interesting in there. Let's see. And we can't go that way. Wait, what am I doing? Why don't we talk to this lady over here?
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
You used to own this tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
I see. You didn't know he owned the land when you built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ.
Did you check the writ to make sure it was real?
Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
Don't worry, I'll get the tea house back for you.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
Yeah, this is all extremely fishy to me. Hello there.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish Old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were.
I want to talk about Dutong and his imperial writ. Yes, that's the right word. Writ.
That imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
I see. Did anyone ever actually see the writ?
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
Well, my gut is saying it might have been a forgery.
What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Perhaps there's a way we can get him to confess?
That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
So if we get him drunk, I can get a confession out of him.
It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
Yes, a convenient magic sobering potion. You can make him sober up again?
The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
I see. So we need roughly 7 bowls. Well, let's try and send Dutong some drinks.
No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial Seasoned Spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks.
I see.
The Imperial Seasoned Spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
I see. So, let's do the math here. If he needs about 7, we should give him 2 Imperial Seasoned Spirits and 1 peasant's wine, but let's see if that actually works.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Alright, let's try number 2.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
And 1 peasant's wine.
1 drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you?
Well, let's go and see if this works. I'll be back in a bit.
Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
Sounds good to me. Well, let's see how he's doing.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheets Dutong?
He seems... I have a hard time telling if he's at the depressed stage or the paranoid stage. Let's see what he'll say now. Let's talk about that writ you showed Mother Quan.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. Just the thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul.
Oh dear. Well, let's see. My intimidation and intuition are higher than charm, so I'm going to go with... Maybe you'll feel better if you tell me about it.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Confess my sins. Then I'll feel better. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Well, he admitted it, so I have a feeling...
I hate that restorative potion. That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung.
Oof.
And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, I don't know, an imperial writ?
Yes, you told me it was a fake.
What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce.
Oh no.
I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do.
You did not like how things were going before, but I suppose, the money. You disgust me, Dutong. We won't sell Mother Quan out like this.
Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
Absolutely. Well, unfortunately we're going to have to save that for the next episode because we are out of time. But I'm going to save the game and cut the video off here, and of course I will see you in the next installment. If you enjoyed my videos, you can, or this particular video, if you haven't seen the others, you can subscribe to my channel, or follow me on Twitter at LBD Let's Plays for further updates, or if you want to support me in other ways, you can always buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com/littleblackdragon. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.